Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Frozen Sick with DM Misha. Here is the crew. Last time on Frozen Sick, everybody actually made it across the wide and empty plain and got here to the ruins that they were searching for. Upon finding it, the door was completely frozen shut, um, and everybody had to do some major, well, not everybody, basically just Alomiak. Alomiak had to do some major damage to the door to make it fall.
Too bad
Uh,
we didn't have Donabella.
yeah, yeah, she's basically a humanoid blowtorch. Um, so Olomiak had to hack and slash it down to make it fall. While doing so, Havu noticed the writing on both the door and the wall in the interior as the door had fallen down and led them into more open space. But also, two odd winged looking creatures that were on the roof with kind of exaggeratedly goblin-like appearances, longer noses and ears than one would ordinarily have, and very pointed-looking faces, almost like goblins had been stretched to absurdly animated proportions, and they were covered in clinking layers of ice. They were quite small. They were hiding on the roof. You guys took the griffin up to scout the mountain, came back down again without engaging them. Um, and then Alomiak was rushing inside because he was very, very worried about Steven, because Steven's not looking so great. Um, you guys were making a lot of noise, and as Havu translated the inscription that was on the wall, you heard some clanking noises coming from the door to what is your right. Um, and what is the boards left. Um, so yeah, the writing said, "Welcome to Salzwald. Visitors, please wait here for an escort and do not touch anything without permission." And in marched two animated suits of armor.
Hello, we are waiting to be seated.
Oh dear. Um, so the suits of armor are currently leveling a set of halberds at you, and I'm gonna need you guys to roll for initiative.
You pointing those at us? It says to wait, and we waited. This is not very
What a complete
hospitable.
utter douchebag.
Basically, yes. Anyway, roll for initiative. Don't forget to click on your character.
Alright, I made sure to get to my
You're
character.
doing great.
Alrighty. Precaption.
Perception.
Yes, I know. Wait. Oh wait. Wait. I was supposed to do that. Hold up. Wait a minute. That ain't right. That is right, but it sucks.
Thank you for rolling Stephen for me. I will leave Stephen in your capable hands.
Wait, me?
No.
Oh, okay, cool. I literally just rolled, and I thought you were talking about me, cause you literally said that when I just rolled. And also, no valid token was selected. We'll flip you, D&D.
Mm. I'll add you to the turn order.
Yeah,
Did you-
hold up. Wait. It came up as a oh, you already knew.
Yep,
For some
I
reason,
saw it.
it said no. Yeah, I don't know why it said no valid token. I don't get it.
Did you already roll for Fenton?
Yep, I already rolled for Finton. Unless you would
Oh,
like
okay.
to, you got an
Rascal, get the freaking face out of that.
I rolled an 11 for you. If you have something better than 11, I will take that.
Honestly, you're doing better than everybody other than Pixie. So
True.
Uh, 11.
no idea what you just said because you roboted it out.
Of course I did.
Rob bot.
Robbot.
But yeah, 11.
Okay. All right. So, yep. First up is gonna be Pixie. She's gonna take a couple of steps this way. 5, 10, 15, 20. And she is gonna call over to Habu and say, "Do you see anything yet?"
The sign said to wait, we waited, and now they're angry at us.
Well, that doesn't seem right.
I agree.
They are absolute douche holes.
She's gonna call over her shoulder to Fenton, War, and Steven and say, "There's not a very warm reception in there. We should probably help." And I think she's got 5 more feet of movement. Oh, yeah. And she's gonna dash just so she can get in there. At least if you'll let her squeeze by, Havu.
Of course.
And she's gonna hold a pot in front of her and a ladle, brandishing it at the suits of armor. That's her shield and her club. Fenton, you're up. What would you like to do? You are currently outside of the building. The only thing you can see is Havu standing inside the entranceway of the door that got thrown down.
Um, based on what Pixie just said, he'll probably kind of rush in and try to help. And I don't know what the map looks like, so it's all theater of the mind for me. I don't know how much movement I got or whatnot.
Alright.
But I guess if he can get in and maybe get an angle to take a shot at this thing that is not being a very welcoming thing.
Yeah, I'll bonus action dash you in so that you can get in there and do that. Alrighty.
Okay.
And I'm gonna aim crossbow at it and attack. That's a 17. That just misses, pinging off the heavy suit of armor. You can see gaps in between the pieces of armor where there's literally nothing. It appears to be floating. Alright, and that'll be your turn. Olomiak, you're up. You rolled a 15 in perception. What are we percepting?
Olomiak throws their arms open, dropping their weapon, and says, "Brothers, I didn't know you were here. Oh, you had the same idea as me. Yes, great, good. Can you show us which way to go, maybe?"
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Olomiak the sweet talkers. Olomiak the sweet talkers.
Okay. Okay,
Well, if he didn't perceive that there was nothing inside of them, he would have attacked because he thought they were people. But no, it's floating armor. Obviously, they're mimics.
Oh no, dip, Sherlock.
Let's see, can this be reasonable? Go ahead and just roll persuasion for me. Just, let's see how this plays out.
No, it's clearly a taunt. And hey, let's beat him up while he dropped its weapon.
one of the suits of armor's head tilts and just keeps tilting and tilts so far that it's like almost upside down. It's so confused. The other one bashes its halberd once on the ground and aims it at you.
Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. Hmm. Yes.
Sounds like it worked on one of them.
He's gonna
Maybe.
pick up. Olympiac's gonna pick up the weapon again and go, ah. Yes. Alright. Quick spot, then we go. And then he's gonna charge.
Alright.
Which one banged the halberd?
Green banged the halberd. Green boy. He's got a green kind of glow to his head and his little chest area, and this guy's got a purple kind of glow to his head and little chest area.
Cool, we're gonna charge it. Green boy and boop. Nah.
Nah,
Nope.
that does not boop.
It slices clean through the neck, and literally nothing happens. And he's like, ah.
Did
Ah,
did
sure.
question, did you rage?
No, he's not angry. He's just having fun.
Okay. Just keeping that in
Well,
mind.
He raged last time, but I don't think that extended to this session.
You guys have had a rest since last time, so you would have regained your rages. Rage only lasts, I think it's a minute, which is like 10 rounds of combat, so.
Yeah, so that's like a long time ago. He's not angry. He was angry at the doors when he smashed it, but he's not angry now.
Alrighty. Let's see. Next up, we have War. War, you just saw the two halfling/gnomes run in to the building. Havu said, whatever's in there, it's not being friendly. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go over there.
Okay.
I know I won't be able to attack, but I'm at least gonna go over there so that I could have the opportunity to attack on my next turn.
Very good. Yep, there you go. Anything else you'd like to...
I'd like to start raging now, so then, once I get over there, I can get some good hits on him.
I would like to, because you've never had to deal with that before, you're usually in melee, or at least in thrown range for something. I would like to let you know that if you rage and nothing attacks you and you don't get to attack anything else before the end of your next turn, it will go away, and you'll kind of lose it.
Alright.
In order.
Alright, so then I'll just wait then.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea, because you're not in range of it yet. Alright, first up is going to be purple armor. Purple armor is going to try to take a swing at Alomiak with his big old halberd, which you see has sort of a dull edge on it. It's sort of been frozen, so it's more like a giant mace, really. And let me just check something on Pixie. Alright, as a reaction, Pixie is going to impose disadvantage on him as he swings at Alomiak. She's like, hey, no, pay attention to me, and bangs on her shield. So the first attack is going to Alomiak. Oh, shit. Does a 20 hit?
On a disadvantage? Damn.
Yeah, that was the lower number.
Oh, damn.
Uh-huh.
Sounds rough.
That's rough, buddy.
But it's a good thing I don't care.
You
I
should.
just barely hit, right? Just barely hit.
So that's gonna be 8 bludgeoning damage.
Well, you are absolutely screwed.
That's gonna be 8 bludgeoning
Be
damage.
fine.
The second attack is going to Pixie, though, because Pixie distracted him, and he didn't like that. That one's a 7. Why couldn't that one have been the one to go to Alomiak?
I think Alomiak might be mad now. Maybe.
The halberd
I
clangs
have no idea.
The halberd clangs off of Pixie's upraised pot, and she winces a little bit and says, hey, don't dent it! I need it for soup!
You know, sometimes I don't understand what's entirely up with the Alomiak abuse.
It's not my fault. I tried to impose disadvantage. I tried to not kill him. I didn't wanna.
I mean, I feel like I was technically the one who started it back in, like, the ship.
Yep, it's your fault. Oleomiak is smacked silly and
Oh,
makes a
thanks for
full
rubbing it in.
twirl before they pause. They're probably squinting. You can't tell. They do hunker down and growl, however, in several tones. Next up.
I had that.
Yes, dear?
Sorry. Oh, I was just like that, painted a perfect picture of like their entire body shivering in a growling fashion.
I like that. Next up is Havu.
Alright, does it look like the armor is enchanted or like possessed?
That would be an Arcana check. With a 13, you are aware that there are some magical constructs that can be created by people of a magical persuasion. Some of them can be just like floating books, like maybe a single piece of armor, like a hand or something. Some of them, powerful ones, can even enchant like entire large items, like an entire suit of armor, to act as guardians.
Okay, so turn undead probably not gonna work. Got it.
Yeah,
Um,
you don't see any ghostly ectoplasm. There's no glowing eyes in the skulls. It just looks like the armor is kind of floating, interconnected by magical means. He doesn't look like a necrotic-based thing.
okay, I'm going to attempt to hit this one
Mhm.
over here
Mhm.
with the magic missile.
You hit it. It's magic missile. Nobody can stop it.
2, 3.
All right, that's going to be a total of 9 plus 3 is 12 damage to him. What's your max hit points, Mr. Armor? Okay. He's still up. But you see each ping that you're making on his armor, it seems to create little divots in it. He's looking kind of banged up. That seems to be a goodly sized hit. Um, it just goes ping, ping, ping.
And she goes, "This is what you get for not being hospitable."
And next up is that armor. It had been about to attack Alomiak, but now it turns its attention towards you, Havu, because you hit it. And it is going to step here, here, and here, and take 2 swipes at you, completely ignoring everything else around it. The first one's a 7.
I avoid that one.
That's good. You know what the other number he rolled was on that one? If it had been the first instead of the second number, that would have been a natural 20 and it would have been bad. Next
Yes,
one's
that would have been.
next one's a 6. I'm assuming that also misses.
That also misses.
Apparently only
And
a
she goes,
Lomia gets hit.
and she goes, "Ha ha! See, you should be nice to your guests."
Alright, next up is Pixie, and she is going to be like, I'll teach you to attack my pot. Also, I need to change her longsword to a mace because she's using a ladle, so she should be wielding a mace. For there we go. All right, that's a 19, and you just hear a loud bong as she strikes the suit of armor, leaving a large dent in its shin. I don't think it's got resistance to that, does it? No. Good. Okay. Alright. Alright, he doesn't look as nearly as beat up as the one that Havu hit, though. Next up is Finton.
Okay. Thank you, Kathy.
Whoop.
Which one's which?
Purple is the one that is between Alomiak and Pixie, that's still at the door that he came in at. Green is the one that loped and clanked around Alomiak to go swing at Havu.
Okay. I'll probably, let me see.
You are within firing range and sight of both of them without any penalties.
Yep. What in the world? That's insane. Sorry.
You're good.
Why does it have me do that? I don't want to do that. Yeah, let's not do that. Why? Sorry.
Do you need me to come back to you?
Yeah, yeah. Can you come back to me?
Yep, I'll come back to you. Alomiak, you're up.
Oh, the music changed.
Don't worry, it's fine.
I have a feeling this is foreshadowing for something that happens later. I don't know why. Okay, seriously though, this literally feels like it's foreshadowing something that we don't know about yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's starting to scare my ass off.
You're fine. Alomiak, dear, you are up.
I think they would like to rage.
I think you're right. Lomiak flies into a rage. Alright, so Lomiak flies into a rage, leveling their great axe at the one that ignored them completely and stomped around to go attack his compatriot Havu. With advantage on that 17, I think that just
Missed the last
misses.
time.
Yeah. Just clings off the armor. Very bad angle. Almost got it, but not quite. Just terrible angle. Would that be it for your turn, my dear?
I'll probably just take a shot. Purple.
Oh, I was talking to a Lomiak, dear.
Oh.
But anywho, awesome.
Sorry, I was half paying attention. I just heard turn deer. I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, doke. Alright, so Alomiak just swings out with the great axe. So while you don't manage to actually damage it, the armor's head swivels around a full 180 degrees to face you now backwards on itself, and then its body slowly swivels around to point in the same direction. So you're now being focused upon by this armor now that you have hit it, or rather hit at it. And the Lomiac jabbers at it angrily in Mimicish. What heck, man? Too hard! And you receive no response. Starting to think maybe this might not be a mimic. Either that or it's a very rude one. And Finton, you said you'd like to take a shot at one of them. Which one would you like to take a shot at? The one that's between Alomiak and Havu, or the one that's between Pixie and Alomiak?
The Pixie and Alomiak, the purple one.
Okay, purple it is. Fenton.
I'm pretty sure that's the purple one.
You get advantage because there's at least one person within 5 feet. That's a 20.
Or... No, I don't think I get advantage. I just get sneak attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're correct. Oh, then that's only a 17 then. You do not hit.
Oh.
The arrow just pings right off of the helmet. Nothing. No damage whatsoever. War, you are up.
Finally, time to kick ass and chew bubble gum. Hopefully. Alright, am I able to lay down an attack if I just go that little distance?
Yes.
Mhm.
You didn't dash, so yes.
Oh, sweet.
Now you
I'm
wanna
going
rage.
I'm gonna use my great axe on this piece of armor over here.
With anger or without anger?
Yes, with anger.
War activates his anger.
I am literally going to destroy you and send you to hell.
I'm just waiting for it to be another 17. Oh, no, you
Nice.
hit something. Alright, yeah, you actually cleave at it with your great axe. Go ahead and roll damage.
I did say I was gonna send it to hell, didn't I?
Yes, Avertus, for sure. Alright, and that's with
Says
an
hi
additional...
from there.
And that's with an additional 2 for the rage, so that is going to be 11 damage. He's looking a little bit more banged up than Green right now, actually. Whoopsie. Minus 11, there we go. He's looking a little bit more banged up than Green right now. You actually managed to lop one of his feet off, although he doesn't seem to affect his ability to stand for some reason. So yeah,
Thing made out of.
armor and magic.
Well, no shit.
All right. So that it for your turn, War? That's
Am I able to lay down another attack? Cause if not, then that's it.
Yeah, no, you don't have 2 attacks yet. All right. Next up is that armor that you hit, and since you were the last person to try to strike it, you are who he is going to attack.
Come at me, bro.
Alright, Pixie's gonna impose disadvantage again with her reaction. So that's gonna be a 10 that does not hit, and Pixie just like jumps up and down, waving her ladle in front of his face like, "Miss! Miss!" And he does. So
Thank you.
he swivels his head back to her, and second attack goes to her.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
That's a 23. She's gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, shit.
As the halberd swipes down, and she tries to duck, but she gets caught up against the side of the face just a little bit, staggering her. Oof!
You good?
Leave a mark.
Well, yeah. A pretty decently sized one, might I add.
I bruise like a tomato. Alright, Havu, you're up.
Who is going to look at her spell list real quickly.
I just realized we rolled initiative for Steven, but he's not on the board for whatever reason.
Don't
He
worry,
fell asleep.
I can summon him. I can summon him.
No, do not summon him. I have his token. He's just not on the turn tracker.
Oh. I man, I was hoping I could create a clone and that idea would be actually useful.
No. Alright,
I,
let me see.
I have a superpower that none of you are able to harness. Actually, that's a lie. You can all harness it.
They can all harness it. We rolled an 8 for Steven. Let me get him up on the board. We'll just say that he was having a tough time with his current sickly predicament, and it took him a little bit to catch up with everybody else because he was trying to warm up enough to move his body. He'll just show up after Alomiak's next turn. Okay, sorry, Havu, what do you say you're doing? Oh, poison spray.
Poison spray.
So I'm,
Probably won't hit, but...
well, so you spray it with poison, and you see it dripping down its body and features, and it doesn't appear to be doing anything. At all. In fact, this thing didn't seem to attempt to avoid it or mitigate it in any way.
Well, that's rude. And... I guess that's it, because I don't have a bonus action I can do at the moment.
Alright. So it's going to make its first swing at Alomiak, and it will have advantage on that because it is flanking with purple there. So that is an 18 to hit.
Are you wearing your new bracers?
Oh yeah, are you wearing your new bracers?
I don't think it necessarily would help, but I just wanted to know.
I'll
I
look
believe they were.
I'll look at your sheet.
We'll just have to
Alomiak.
see about that.
We've got braces of defense
Let's
in your
see.
sheet,
How fast can you flee? Be
but I'm
sure
not
your
sure.
step
Okay,
in the
Jason,
heart of
thank you.
madness.
Let's see here. Yeah, I think your AC was 14 before, and it's 16 now.
Can you click and unclick or check and uncheck the bracers and see if it changes it?
I don't think it does, but yeah, con.
Or what's their con right now?
Yeah, no, it's 16 with the bracers. Yeah, okay.
Okay. Just wondering.
Yep, no, me too. So an 18 does hit, but you are raging, so the damage is halved. So you are only going to take 4 damage. And the second attack, it feels something splash up against his back as Havu just unleashes their poison spray, and it slowly rotates around to face you again. And the next attack's coming at Havu, not with advantage because there's no armor behind you. There's only a wall. But that's a 20, so it's gonna hit you anyway.
Yep.
So that's gonna be 4 damage to you. Too bad you're not raging.
No, she's pretty angry.
Alrighty. That is Pixie's turn again. And she is going to try to hit the armor again here. That is a 3. That is a 3. She does. Sorry, that is a 6. She does not hit. Fenton, you're up. Now the sight to purple is blocked by a giant turtle, but you can still sight on green.
Okay. I'll probably just take the shot on green then.
Alrighty. Fenton. Classbow. That's a 13. Ping off of the wall next to it. Alrighty. Anything else for your turn, Fenton?
Nah, that's it.
Alright. Alomiak, you are up. In unrelated news, this sun-kissed mango orange drink is really different. Tastes like pina colada, not like mango or orange.
If you like
False
peanut colada.
advertising.
Alright, Lumiak is gonna trade Axe for Maul and take a swipe at Green. A 16 unfortunately just kind of clangs off of him, not quite piercing through the heavy armored carapace as the mimic, as the embodiment of Alomiak grows more frustrated by the second. Oh no. I think I might grant advantage if you're using a miner's pick. It seems like it's the tool made for the job. Alright, Steven's finally gonna have a turn. I'm gonna say that he's just been moving at half speed this entire time to get there because it's very cold outside and he's extremely stiff being away from the warmth of a griffin. So he's here. He's here. He has arrived. Oh, there's my character sheet for Steven. Alright, Steven's gonna look at all this and go, oh dear. And he is going to take aim at the green one directly in front of him and shoot. And the arrow is gonna ping off the guy's head and not cause any damage because that's a 17. Come on! War, you're up again. War,
Yes.
you're up again.
Alright. Now let's see here. What am I going to do? I mean, is it not obvious?
Apparently, War is the only person who can hit things today. Go ahead and roll damage. That's a 21.
Yes, none of us has done any damage.
So you're telling me so you're telling me that I found out what 9 plus 10 equals?
So, as you swipe at it with your great axe, it indents the chest of this armor so bad that it is currently at a sort of L angle. The entirety of its being is at a kind of an L angle, and it's fighting you sideways now.
Oh, what? You
Oh wait,
can't stand up straight?
actually, that's +2 with your rage. Never mind. You just bisect it, and the armor clatters to the ground, useless and unmoving.
I think it's dead. Or this thing is broken.
Both could be true. Um, you still have movement if you want to use it to get to where the other armor is.
I'm using it to get to where the other armor is.
Whoosh. Okie dokie. Alright, now it is that armor's turn that is dead, so we're gonna take that off the turn tracker. Havu, you're up.
My poison didn't work. Let's try this. 1. if it works.
Dexterity save. Ha! It rolled 13. Exactly 13. It makes it safe.
You're very annoying.
The armor like pirouettes.
Haru just kind of crosses her arms and is just like, ah, this is ridiculous.
Alright, since you were the last one to hit it, it's going to take the first swipe at you, Havu.
Yes, it is.
Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Excellent. And let's see. Who? It's either going to be Lomiak or War. It's War. It's going to take its next swipe at War. That
Try me, bitch.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. That's a 14. That does not hit.
What did you what are you actually trying to hit me? What do you think that's gonna do?
Nothing apparently. It's Pixie's turn now. She's gonna skitter over here and peer through the door really quick and make a perception check just to make sure there's no more of them coming.
I have a strange feeling that there might be more coming now.
No comment. Alright, let's see. What's in that room? That's room number... yes. Alright, she peers around the room and she's speaks in a hushed tone and says, I don't see any more of them coming. And she's gonna scooch around Lomiak with the rest of her movement. Let's see, I went 5, 10, 15, 20. Yep, I've made it. Still have the ability to attack. And she'll do it with advantage because there's a Havu there. That's a 17. It still fucking misses. It goes clang off of his kneecap and does nothing. Alright, Finton. This creature is now surrounded by bodies. You can still make a shot, but it will be with disadvantage. If you roll a 1, you're definitely hitting someone.
Okay.
You could also move 2 steps forward and try to stab it with something if you want to.
Yeah, he's getting frustrated with his crossbow, and it's not hitting him at all or doing any damage at all. So he's gonna like put that away and pull out his rapier and attack. See, would he be able to squirm his way to a position with advantage?
Well, I think considering it's surrounded on literally all sides by enemies at this point, even though you were not directly across from anybody, I think you would still have advantage on it at this point. I think everyone would. So yeah.
Okay, then let's see here.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
No, I got it.
Are you driving?
I got it.
That does not answer the question.
I rolled a 20. Unnatural.
Then that's definitely gonna hit. Do you want me to roll the damage?
I got it. I'm not on roll 20 right now, so the dice rolling is super easy.
Okay.
That is 7 plus... Where's my snake attack? Roll. 12 damage. Piercing.
Okie dokie. How much health did he have left? At least 12. Alright, so you stab into a joint and you just like whip the rapier around and send an entire elbow with hand attached flying. But it's still sort of standing. Did you want to do anything else for your turn? You still have your bonus action and at least 15 more feet of movement.
Like, I could probably use that extra hand. 1 second, and then bonus action dash towards where the hand flew off. Or not dash, but not dash, disengage. Yes.
Okay, so you disengage, move back, grabbing the hand. Okay. Lomiak, you're
That'll
up.
be it.
Awesome. Lomiak, you are up again, and this time you will have advantage because, like, it's surrounded everywhere, all sides. Cannot run.
Oh no.
That is so not fair. um, a 9 doesn't hit. It just kind of like goes through a hole that somebody's already made in it. It's just like, ah! Bonus action, I kick it in the shin. It doesn't do any damage, but it does send a loud clanging out through the chamber. Steven is up, and he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, and he is also going to stab it. He's got let's see, let me check one thing really
He's
quick.
gonna get like a nat 20 and just completely annihilate this thing.
Possibly, but let's just check something really quick. Okay, yeah, he doesn't have disadvantage on anything yet. He's only on level 2 of exhaustion. Well, he has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws, but no, just ability checks, but not on attack rolls and saving throws yet. Okay, and he's gonna stab with his scimitar. He did roll a 23, so he did hit it, but it's not dead. It looks like it's hanging on by literally a floating hand with a halberd and a helmet. And Steven's gonna, let's see, do you have that? He's gonna disengage and step back. 10, 15. Alright, and next up is gonna be War. War.
Yes.
Your turn.
Okay, well, just crush thing, make sure it die.
With a 19, you do hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
It's a good thing I have advantage.
It is. Yep. It only had 1 hit point left, so you beat it into the ground. The clashing and clanging of dented and bent metal rings throughout the room until finally silence falls.
Yeah, I think I broke it.
I don't appreciate their behavior. They ask us to wait for them to come to us, and then they attack us. That is rude.
Yeah, they're definitely massive douche holes. Good thing I put them in their place.
The ground.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're like freaking ghosts possessing armor, so would that be wrong?
It's more like magic. And Havu's gonna
Ah,
open the
so they
door.
have literally no sentience in the slightest.
It would appear that they didn't.
So yeah, you guys have defeated the two sets of armor. Oh, I should probably pause his movement because he can't move no more. And oh, that door's already open, Havu, completely open, because
And
the
then there's Chunky. He's dead.
yeah, that door's completely open, Havu, because the suits of armor came through it, as is the one that you can see just beyond it, although it's only halfway open. Um, as you look into this room, make a perception check for me, Havu. With a 10 perception, you notice that there appears to be a lot of rubble in this room. It looks like maybe it stemmed from a crack that you can kind of see in the ceiling that has long been iced over. Um, you notice that there are two large chests that look to be made of stone, sitting in the northerly half of this room, and the rubble seems to be in the southerly half. And that's all you note with a 10.
He's gonna go over and investigate the chests.
Ooh,
All right.
what is this?
Not very well.
Yeah, you step over and go to look at the chests, and you notice that they are open already, and they are empty, except for what looks like a little bit of sand and dirt at the bottom of them.
I guess the armor must have came out of those chests before the spell was casted on them to come to life. But
Well,
that's just a theory. A game theory.
mm, I don't know. There seemed to be more guarding stuff, and we know people were in here before looting.
Yeah, that's true. Pixie's gonna shuffle into the room, kind of looking around. With a 17 perception, are you peering through the door or just listening?
Peering through.
Okay. So as you peer through the door, you can see pieces of rusty armor scattered all over the ground. Some of them crushed by large pieces of rubble that appear to have fallen from the half-collapsed ceiling above. There's an anvil that is attached to the ground in front of a very cold furnace. Um, and at the far end of the room, in the corner next to the furnace, with a 17, you note that there is a rather large pair of rubble, and you can see a pair of boots sticking out from underneath the rubble. And every once in a while, you can see them like twitch and struggle a little bit, as though somebody's trapped there. And they're not metal boots. It's not a suit of armor. They're just leather boots.
And these things are not moving?
Nope. Those actually aren't there anymore. Those
Okay.
were where the suits of armor stood before you
Okay.
accidentally summoned them.
Can she take off the boot of the person and look at the foot to see if it's a living foot?
Yeah. So you reach out and you take the boot off the foot. Go ahead and make me, I guess this would be a medicine check. Um, if it is alive, there's some problems, with its personal hygiene. You are looking, as you pull the boot off, part of the foot comes with it. You are looking at a half rotted foot, the skin tinged slightly green, and an oozing kind of pustulence coming from it. Do you hear a muffled groan from underneath the rubble?
If I get jump scared, you get jump scared.
It automatically fails. It eventually, the foot turns to ash, and the other boot ceases twitching and then falls off of the non-existent foot. It can't dexterity save. It is restrained by rubble. It's a very non-existent zombie any longer.
And then she's gonna go through the rubble and see if she can find anything good.
Okay, roll me investigation. While you're doing that, Olomiak, what are you doing? You're going for the next door? Okie dokie. Let's see, is that one locked? Let's see.
Not anymore.
Oh, fuck! Okay, that's number 14. That's way down on the list. Alright, so you take that maul and you slam it into the door, and there is a dull thud, and it goes. And as it does so, you can see down a hallway filled with many other doors. You also see their heads turning towards you slowly, jaws agape and lolling, dressed in some very fancy and surprisingly well preserved robes. Three zombies.
Olympic
Oh,
is
we gonna fight
gonna
the undead?
Hold on, Lomiak's talking.
Olympiac's gonna turn their head and shout down the hall. I zombies!
um, and but as Lomiak is shouting this, before we all roll initiative, Havu with a 16, you kind of move some of the rubble that had been crushing the zombie that had been under it, that is now ashes, aside, and you find an apron, pretty decently well preserved, and inside of it, slightly damaged because of everything that has fallen on it, a set of mithril smith's tools, which are worth 50 gold. Mithril smith's tools, 50 gold.
Cool.
They are damaged, so they're not as good as they would be otherwise. All right, everybody, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay, once again, getting ourselves into combat.
Hold on, let me before you roll it, let me remove all turns and clear the list and start over. Okay, ready.
Oh, hell yeah. That means I'm probably gonna be the first to get to move. I'm only saying probably because it's not exactly certain.
Okay, one zombie, two zombie, three zombie.
Ah.
One zombie. Alright. Now I gotta get Pixie on the board. Vincent, you need me to get you on the board, or are you...
I rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Okay. Oops. Turn. And then Steven. Okay, I think I got everybody. Fenton, Lomiak, Kabu, War. Yep, everybody. Everybody. Brains. Don't want nobody. Just brains.
Damn, that sounds fire. Can I get that on Spotify?
Sure. After I come back from jail for copyright infringement.
Oh, never mind then.
I honestly thought parodies were basically like protected.
It depends.
Yeah, it's true. Like, the parody of a style holds no water in a courtroom trial.
Who knows? Anyway, Steven is up first. He can only go half his normal movement speed, but he's going to use his bonus action to dash. Whoop, that wasn't Steven. There's Steven. 30. So he's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then he's gonna actually double dash so you can see what's going on. And he just skids here to a halt, panting. Zombies? And War, it's your turn.
Oh, hell yeah! Let's do this shit. I know I won't be able to attack, but I might as well just run all the way over to where I can easily get to the zombie.
Alrighty. So you dash over there. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can still go 20 more feet, so 4 more squares if you want to. If you're just dashing.
Sure, I'll go 4 more squares.
1, 2.
Besides, what are they gonna do? Infect me? I have too thick skin.
You've got 1 more square if you want to use it.
And I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Okie dokie.
Although then again, I can't beat this shit out of them if I don't get closer.
Okay.
I'm still staying here.
Okay. Olomiak, you're up. Oh no, we may have lost an Olomiak. Are you there?
Felix.
They were the sleepy.
Felix.
Oh, there we go. I see them typing. Make sure Steven no get bit! And then rushes up and great axes at him. I'm pretty sure a 20 hits a zombie. Let me double check.
Probably a good idea to make sure he doesn't get bit.
I don't think you can zombify a mimic, so it's probably fine. Yeah, that definitely hits. Duh. -3. Eh. Alright, yeah. You swipe at it and it goes, reaches up ahead, and you slice off a couple of fingers.
Whoop.
Anything else for your turn? Okie dokie. Next up is this zombie who's gonna shamble forward. Reach out to try to strike you with its flailing arms. That's an 11 though. That does not hit. It's just like weakly patting your arm, like. It was obvious that this creature was a spellcaster in its former life by the robes upon it, and it must have had a negative strength factor before even entering into this situation. Next up is Havu.
Going to Sacred Flame this one.
Also, I'm going to assume that Fenton was probably at least moving as far as Pixie, so I'm going to move him up there. But, Secret Flame, which one? That one? Okie dokie. That's a dexterity saving throw. That's a 7. That fails. It's going, and then it goes, as you see flames wreath it. It looks like it does a lot more than you thought it was going to do, actually, as it tries to pat the flames out that are scorching along its skin, turning parts of it into ashes that float away onto the chill breeze that kind of moves throughout the caverns now. Anything else for your turn, Havu?
He looks at Steven and it's just like, Steven, don't worry. We have it handled. You just rest.
Is that what I'm gonna be?
I don't think so. You're
If
not
you get
quite
bit.
as icky as them.
Okay. Alamega's like, no, we fix first. Alright. Vinton, you're up.
Give me 1 second and I'll send you a screenshot.
Thank you.
You are near the top right.
Would I hear any of this happening with the zombies?
Yeah, Havu yelled zombies.
No, I
Okay.
did not. Anomiak did.
Oh, that's right. Alomiak yelled zombies.
Where did Pixie come from?
Pixie's been standing next to you this whole time. She was kind of inspecting the rubble in the first room you guys went into. Whereas Havu was moving right along with her looting and looking at the next room. And Alomiak was moving right along looking for cures. He busted down the door to another hallway and found 3 zombies.
You heard a
Okay.
boom, and then zombies.
Basically, yes.
Okay. Do 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 do. Darn. Sorry. I am also getting very sleepy, so.
I am
I
sorry.
apologize.
It's okay. We're stopping at 9, even if we're still fighting zombies.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay. He'll probably just be like, I think we better take or better give some help if they're fighting zombies
Yeah, you're
to
probably
pick.
right.
Does she keep going through all the stuff?
No, she was basically just kicking some rocks around. I didn't actually roll an investigation check for her because I
Oh,
don't want the sidekicks to overshadow the PC characters. I just, for flavor, she was looking at the rocks. Um,
okay.
but she says, yeah, you're probably right. And she's prepared to follow you if you move forward.
All right, and then yeah, I'll move forward into the room everyone else moved into.
10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. You have a shot on a badly burned zombie if you want to take it.
Shut up.
Is going to be. Do, 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 do. Ooh, natural 19.
Okay.
We have the boy here.
Okay. Um,
Only 10 on damage.
10 on
Leave my
damage. Is
boy
that with the
alone,
sneak attack or
Patrick.
without?
Without.
Okie dokie. So you need me to roll sneak attack?
I got it.
Okay.
13 total.
13 total. Okie dokie. That means he needs to roll a Constitution saving throw DC of 18.
What a nice little kitty cat.
Ah,
He does not make it. So you shoot the bolt into his head, and he jerks for a moment, starts to slump, straightens, and then slumps again and falls to the ground, actually dead.
yay.
Alrighty. Next up is Pixie, and she's gonna jog in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. She's gonna squeeze past Fenton. 30. No, wait. 25. Yeah, no, she's dashing. 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. That's as far as she can go, squeezing. Alright, and she's like banging her mace on her pot, saying, come at me, undead bro!
Was
Oh,
that really your best pickup line?
yes. In fact, one does come at her. And the zombie is gonna make swiping motions at Pixie.
I guess I can't argue with the fact that it did technically work.
And that's a 17. I believe that hits her. Let me double check. Yep, that just hits her. And he just kind of smacks her with an arm just over top of the cover of her pot. And she's like, ow! Stop it! Doesn't seem to do too much to her, though. Next up would have been Dead Zombie. Let me take him off turn order.
Isn't it kind of weird to call a zombie dead?
It is. And next up is Steven, who's like, I can't really get a shot. It's kind of crowded in there. I don't want to hit a Lomiak. So he's gonna hold a crossbow shot to see if he can get a shot in there. Next up is you, War. You can step over top of the dead zombie if you want to.
I'm going to step over top of dead zombie, and then I will try kill a live zombie. That feels very wrong
Undead?
to say.
Undead zombie.
Undead zombie.
I mean, it's dead, but it's also not.
Oh boy.
Regardless,
Go ahead and roll your.
that is
Oh
not
shit.
important.
Oh, nice.
What the fuck?
And I am raging, by the way, so just remember.
Okay. Well, this would be your second rage if you do that, which means it'll be your last one of the day. Are you sure you want to do that?
I mean, we are in combat, are we not?
You are. In the first couple of rooms of a dungeon, but yeah.
I mean, we could take a rest after this.
Maybe. Anyway, go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
Jesus, Mary fucking
Holy
Christ.
shit!
I'm not even gonna attempt to roll the con save. He would need to not die from that. He's, because it's not possible. He would have to roll a, what is the DC? He would have to roll a 30 to save from that, which is not physically possible because even if he rolled a nat 20, his highest would be 23. So he's just dead. He's just dead.
How much damage you do?
He did fucking 25 damage with a crit from a great axe.
Plus
It's
2
official.
for
I am
raging.
definitely the most broken character in the game.
Plus 2 for raging. Yep, actually it doubles all the damage, so plus 4 for raging, so a grand total of 29 damage for one attack.
Holy shit!
Actually, I don't think the rage damage gets doubled, oddly enough.
Oh, okay.
It
Unless
doesn't
there's a
matter.
special roll for
It
that.
it really doesn't in this case. It'll probably matter later for a different character, a different death. But it doesn't matter for this one. He only had 22 health. He's dead.
I swear, I've got literal fire in my eyes as I do that, and they might be glowing a bit.
That's a weird mystic turtle problem. Lomiak, you're up. There's only one zombie left, and it's smacked Pixie.
I feel like I'm definitely one of the most broken characters in the game, though.
You're not. You just had a really good hit. Alright, go ahead. It's not going to resist your grapple because it doesn't have the brain capacity for that. But just roll a strength check. If you're raging, you have advantage. Yeah, 16. That's fine. You lift the zombie. He's not that heavy. It's a dead nerd. So they were getting shoved in lockers before they lost all this body mass. He turns around and holding it like Simba, shoot! I assume that was directed towards Steven, who kind of jumps a little and does indeed shoot. Gonna give him advantage because the zombie can't move. It's like a free target. So natural 20. So that's gonna be 10 damage to the zombie. It's not dead, but it took a lot. And he's like, ugh. Well, I mean it is dead, but you know it's not. It's not It's not dead. It's undead. Havu.
So would this be considered like a coma because it's permanent unconscious, but not?
Destroyed. I think usually it's like destroyed as a word.
Sleepwalking in undeath. Anyway,
It's a
Havu,
little big unconscious.
you're up.
Uh-huh. A sacred flame did it,
Oh, I
and it
see
can't move because it's being holded.
Yeah, I would say he has disadvantage on his saving throw being held out like a sacrificial lion cub. Um, zombie.
I love that song. That's why I got it on my Spotify playlist.
That's a 2. 7 radiant damage, doubled to 14. He doesn't get to make a con save to save himself because when zombies take radiant damage or fire damage, they can't regenerate regardless. So he's dead now. Alomiak, the zombie in your head it's the zombie in your hands just lights on fire. Whoosh! And you gotta like kind of drop it real quick and pat yourself out before you take any damage. Surprisingly, the robes that all three of these guys are wearing do not suffer any damage of any sort. And that will end combat.
Pardon me, Finton. And she's gonna go and investigate the zombies to see if they have anything good on them.
Sorry, don't mind me just moving the bodies to map layer so it's easier to walk over them. Alright, so Olomiak's winding up another maul attack at the door right there while you go to investigate the bodies. Let me just check the DC of the door again real quick. Alright, that one actually, the maul ricochets off of it with a cling! And you do not manage to bash that one in. With a 20 investigation, you find that each of these robes is wearing, each of these zombies is wearing an intact set of robes that look very archaic in nature as far as the design, but they are almost 100% perfectly preserved. They seem to have a series of runes that run along the edges of it. Some of which look like they might be of the same language that you read in the entranceway. And
Since I could read it in the entranceway, can I read it here?
yeah, it appears to be a series of enhancement runes that seem to be designed to help the wearer channel magic more effectively.
Ooh, very nice! And she puts them on.
All right. You can add a. There's not a handout for this one, but you can add a set of Aeorian robes to your inventory. These are not armor. They just count as regular clothing. But they will, after you spend an hour attuning to them, give you advantage on concentration checks to maintain concentration-based spells.
This is exciting! So I have 3 of them?
There are 3 sets of robes here, yes. I
Cool.
don't think anybody else in your party actually casts magic though, so I don't think any
No,
of
it's
them.
fine. They all belong to me, thank you.
You just see Havu just shoving robes inside her backpack. All right, which door is it that you've got there that you're banging on? Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay. All
Okay,
right.
she pulls one of the robes out and goes over to Steven and goes, "Here, to keep you a little bit warmer," and just shoves it on him.
And he just gets whoosh engulfed by the robe, and he's like, okay. These were clearly made for much taller people than he. And as you are addressing Steven, Alomiak stabs into the door with the mining pick, and with a 21 strikes it kind of right where the lock is, shattering it, which releases a little pop of arcane energy, and the door just slowly opens to reveal. That's the hiding button, not the revealing button. Gosh darn it. I said revealio. Fucking fuck. Also, Finton, while I'm fighting with this button, what are you doing?
I'm not quite sure.
You're in a hallway with 3 dead zombies that have been stripped naked by Havu. Um, 4 doors, one of which Olomiak is battering down.
I am getting you picture momentarily. Also, little side note, when we are done this and I am going on my adventures with Hope and Magic, they are getting these robes too. We are going to match. It's going to be adorable.
And Sawyer as well?
No, because I don't know who he is, and we only have 3.
Oh, there might be more zombies.
Well, then he will get one.
He'll probably just kind of meet up with everyone and follow.
Okie dokie. So Fenton, you kind of shuffle into the hallway, standing beside Steven, who's in this oversized robe, looking very confused and very cold. Alomiak, as you bust open this door and it creaks open, you see what looks like a massive amount of broken swords, cracked hammers, spears that whose wooden halves have been rotted by the cold and eventually kind of disintegrated, leaving nothing but the points left. And they appear to be all kind of spread out all over the floor, fallen from the racks that you can see lining the walls that once contained all of the weaponry that you can see currently on the ground. Um, and take as you take about 2 steps into there, you see several of the swords tremble and rise into the air. And we're gonna stop there as 5 flying swords start flying blade first directly at Alomiak's face. Hello. All right. Well, thank you anybody out there who's been watching this evening. We greatly appreciate it. Um, I am not sure if we will be running a session tomorrow evening simply because the pre-patch for World of Warcraft has dropped, and I really want to go make a dragon and play it a little bit, and tomorrow's my day off, so I got stuff to do in the daytime that is important for adults to do, but I kind of want to play a dragon tomorrow night, so I might not be DMing anything. um, and
That's cool. I would abandon any DMing responsibilities just to have an excuse to play video games. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Yeah, I've been holding off playing my Draxthir just to play with you, but I have to sleep tonight, so let's do it tomorrow.
that sounds like a good idea. I will not play the Drakthyr until you are ready to play the Drakthyr, but I will make it and look at it because I want to see the pretty. Um, but
Yeah, I made
also,
knives if he got his dragon form. I made knives if he were a dragon. Because
I'm
he's a
gonna make
dragon
treasure.
researcher.
Oh,
I'm gonna make treasure. um,
what is with all these small ones?
I have seen too much blood. But anyway, so yeah, probably not playing tomorrow cause dragons. And not playing on Friday cause it's my birthday and I'm going to treat myself to something nice to eat, for once, cause I'll have a little bit of money, enough to go somewhere that I might want to go. So we will not
Wow,
be.
you're finally gonna be able to do something for yourself on your birthday?
Yeah, the timing is really good. I will actually be able to go somewhere and have food. Um, so yeah, that's gonna be happening on Friday because it's my birthday. I'm not sure if we're doing Starfinder this Sunday since it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and also because Rob's got to prepare for a one shot that's possibly taking place on Monday. So I'm not sure about Starfinder. Rob, thoughts?
That's a maybe.
It's a maybe. All right, so maybe see you guys on Sunday. From those of us here at Frozen Sick and Dragons Also Maybe Dungeons, we thank you for watching tonight. We hope you enjoyed it. And remember, always rush in sword blade first. To your face, obviously.
Woo!
And remember to greet it. Bye!
Bye!